What's man do? I'm too experienced to be making these mistakes. Big up people, man. Welcome back to the Football Locker Room channel, man. I feel like it's been a few days, you know. It's been a few days since I've talked to you, man. Honestly, it's international break, innit? You know, things are very quiet. Obviously, what has come out was that, a couple days back, we had a bid for Trossard. Obviously, now that we know it's been rejected. Aside from that, aside from the injuries, I don't really think there's been much people. But you know what? We're gonna look at what's ahead for Arsenal Football Club this season. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's a local half-term report. You understand? So we're gonna discuss a little piece of what has happened so far this season. Obviously, there's only 3 games in. Do you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure a lot of us don't like the fact that, bro, like 3 games in already, there's a cut-off point. Do you know what I mean? It is a bit annoying, you know. And international football these days, I don't know, man. I feel like in the past it was a bit more livelier. And the thing is, yeah, especially in regards to England, obviously those of us that live over here, do you know what I mean? Obviously, man's born in England, yes, in it, so I gotta support the team. You know, we've always like played dead teams and qualifiers and whatnot, but I don't know, man. It's just I feel like there's just a bit more excitement there in the past, man. Nowadays, I don't know what go on, man, especially with Tuchel, man. You know what I mean? How are you struggling to beat Andorra? Obviously, I didn't watch the game. I'm pretty sure we're probably the dominant side, but it's like you can only put 2 past these, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's a bit funny if you ask me. But let's put England to the side for now, people. Do you know what I mean? Let's do a review of what's happened so far this season with Arsenal Football Club in the Premier League. 2 wins, 1 defeat. You know, Manchester United, Leeds United, and Liverpool have been our opponents. And I'm pretty sure. Do you know what I think? When I look at the footballing community, yeah, I just think there's been a few mixed opinions. You know, I mean, some people think we've been dog shit. Some people think that we've been okay, but you know, had to go to Old Trafford and we've had to go to Anfield, etc., etc. Me personally, people, men are business. You understand? I think there's quite a few things, yeah, that we've seen so far this season that we've been seeing last season. Now, you ask me, okay, maybe there's been a slight attempt to be a little bit more direct. 100%. One thing, yeah, about Arsenal that I don't like the way we play, we take more risk, yeah, when it comes to playing the ball out the back. I personally don't like that, people. Apologies. We take more risk playing out the back than we do in the final third. I don't like that shit. I really don't like that shit. Do you know what I mean? You got Raya coming up 30 yards out of his goal doing up centre back because he ain't not our goalkeeper, people. We don't play with the goalkeeper, people. I'm telling you. Do you know what I mean? We pop, 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 try to beat the press, and then once we beat that press, it's like, okay, well, where's the risk? Where's the movement? Things are very static. You know, in my personal opinion, in 270 minutes of football plus stoppage time, I think we've only had a good 45 minutes. And those good 45 minutes, I think, were the second half against Leeds United, where we were a bit more, you know what I mean? We're a bit more fluent, so to speak, you know? And part of that is because, you know, we had Ethan on the pitch, do you know what I mean? We had Diamond on the pitch, you know? But, yeah, those were the only 45 minutes, people, that I really saw that was good. Manchester United, I'm going to keep telling people, it was a disgusting performance. We do know that United, even without their new players, those players that they have are better than what they showed last season, 15th. But albeit, like United as a collective, they are a poor team, people. I can't lie to you. They're a poor team. And then we went to OT and then we just gave them the ball. And a lot of our fans coming out saying, Old Trafford has never been easy. Old Trafford has never been easy. No, 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 no. You're half right. You're half right. We can agree no matter what situation we're in, no matter what situation they're in, Old Trafford has never been easy. That's not what I'm arguing, people. What I'm arguing is that, in my personal opinion, we deserve to lose that game. And that should never be the case. It was very scrappy from us. Very low amount of quality. Manchester United deserved to win that game. I don't care what anyone tells me. And that's an abomination. These man under this current manager, they haven't even got 10 wins yet. They haven't even got 10 wins yet. We put out a performance like that. You know, I've already spoke about Leeds. I'll be honest, guys, the first half, even though we were 2-0 up, I wasn't impressed. But like I've mentioned already, you know what I mean, against Leeds, second half, we were a bit more fluid. Do you know what I mean? 100%. And then we go to the Liverpool game. And then we go to the Liverpool game when we were absolute cowards. We were absolute cowards. Bent over for them, man. Bent over for them, man. Pause. But just they didn't stroke right. Pause. That's why the game seemed a lot closer than what it was. Especially in the second half. Now, here's what I will say. Here's what I was saying. You know what I mean? Because certain man will be like, oh, man, I'm not balanced. It's Anfield. What do you expect? Etc. Etc. All right, cool. I tell you what, people, yeah. First 10 to 20 minutes, yeah. The way we were set up off the ball, we were in that 4-4-2. And obviously, Marino was part of that two up front that was pressing the front line. Sorry, the back line, Liverpool's back line. Right? And I do think there were occasions where we really restricted them from playing, but not necessarily from a perspective of, okay, we've got every man behind the ball, but we actually tried to stop them playing from the jump, from basically their defenders from playing out. You know what I mean? It's like, look, fair play. Do you know what I mean? The lineup was atrocious, you know. But by the way, people, because a lot of people make the argument, say, you know, Marino played for that particular reason, to replace Odegaard's role in terms of pressing opposition, etc. Martinelli's there because he's like, etc. All of that bullshit. But you know what, people? Yeah, let me tell you a secret. Yeah, let me tell you a secret. Good technical players can press and work hard. Did you say that? Did you hear that? Sorry. Let me say it louder for the people at the back. Let me say it louder. Yeah. Good technical players that are not so physical can be instructed to press. They can be instructed to defend. Just look at Ousmane Dembele. Because remember, once upon a time, it was, this brother, he would stay up late, play games too late, didn't have the best of attitudes, rare tear, etc., etc. All of a sudden now, he's at PSG, and what's my man's name? Luis Enrique is in charge. And all of a sudden, you got man pressing. You got man working hard off the ball. No one's going to tell me that you couldn't have put Eze on that left. And you couldn't have instructed him to do similar things like what Martinelli did. Like, okay, we limited them in the first half. But in the second half, what did we do? What did we do, people? What did we do? We just sat back. We weren't even pressing as much. We just sat back. I'm pretty sure up until that goal happened, these men had like 75% of the ball. Or was it 72% was the stat that I read? I think it came up on the screen as the game was going. It was nonsense. And it's all good saying that, it's Anfield. Cool, I hear it. But you know what? Guess what, people? Yeah? Pressure, burst, blood clot pipe. Let me say that again. Pressure, burst, blood clot pipe. So if your only game plan is to restrict the opposition, if that is your only game plan, guess what? Even if the opposition haven't been shown the best of quality while they're attacking you, eventually the bubble's going to burst. Eventually. And we saw this last season. There is a reason why we drew 13 games last season. Because the level of pragmaticness, whatever the word is here, people, the level pragmatism. Wow, I should be doing better than this, people, man. Do you know what I mean? A-star English language student here. I should know better. You understand? But when you have that level of pragmatism, what do you think the result is going to be? What do you think the result is going to be? It's the old saying, people. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. Now, I understand. Listen, defense wins titles, right? Defense wins titles. I get it. But I don't give a fuck if a guy in Anfield, Old Trafford, Etihad, New Camp. Don't care. San Siro, Bernabeu. I don't care where we're going. I don't. There has to be a certain level of positiveness. There's a balance, because when I bring up this argument to people, they go to the other end of the spectrum. Whereas, oh, so what? You want us to go ultra attacking? Yeah, anything to excuse the manager, innit? Anything to excuse the fucking manager, people. You want us to go ultra attacking? Hey, people, you know what? Yeah, there's a word. There's a word in the English dictionary. It starts with a B. I'm pretty sure all you man can guess it. I'm pretty sure all you man can guess it. That word that starts with a B. What's it called? Oh, balance. Balance. You know what you can instruct? You know what you can do? You know what you can do, people? You know what you can do, people? Instead of just flogging balls into wide areas for Madueke and Martinelli to chase down to try and beat his man, do you know what you can do? You could tell the fullbacks, do you know what? Maybe you don't venture so forward. Maybe you don't venture so forward. Maybe you don't. But whether it's Marino or Odegaard, whoever it is that's in that middle, maybe it's Zubimendi, do you know what? Get forward a bit. Provide an option. Or maybe, let's say if it's Madueke on the right. Okay, Timber, get forward and provide man some support. Provide man some width for. Go underlap. But I tell you what, on that left-hand side, maybe that fullback stays back a bit. So now if you get counted on, you got cover. But no, which is very cowardice. Very, very poor game plan, people. Very poor game plan. And yes, people might say, oh, well, it was a moment of brilliance that beat us. All right, cool. I hear it. I hear it. But guess what? When you keep inviting pressure, you allow for those things to happen. Whether it's a screamer, whether it's a corner, when the opposition has too much of the ball in your own half, you allow the possibility of them scoring a goal, whether it's individual brilliance, whether it's set pieces. You invite that. You invite that. I stand honestly, man. I don't know. I don't know what's happened to this manager, man. We played such great football in 22-23. Do you know what? I actually think that we found a good enough balance in 23-24. But my man on this experimental shit wanted to put Havertz in midfield against Aston Villa. That's what really lost us the title. Not drawing against Man City away. That's what lost us the title. Do you know what I mean? We got Nottingham Forest coming up, people. We've got Nottingham Forest. I need to see a different game plan. Let's get into this a little bit, people. Give me a sec. Let's get into this. Because I want to show you, man, a couple things, you know what I mean, that I want to see. Yeah? Let's see, which one is it? Ooh, hold on a sec. Yeah, it's this one. Which one is it? Right, so people, this is the lineup, yeah? The lineup here that I want us to be going with, innit? Yeah? This is the lineup, people. Yeah? Obviously, Raya and goal, the back four, you know what I mean? A lot of people will say Skelly at left back, you know what I mean? I actually think Calafiori has been decent so far. Do you know what I mean? Those of you that know me knows, yeah, I'm really not a fan of this Calafiori, brother. I'm really not a fan of the man. Do you know what I mean? Big up AJ in the building. Big up yourself, man. Love for the love. Always checking shit for us, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up yourself, man. Yeah, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe if you ain't already. Yeah, understand, people. But yeah, big up yourself, AJ, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, this is the lineup I want to see. Like I said, Calafiori, he's been all right this season. I think, and I know at certain times because he's like inverting a bit, but actually, I want to see Calafiori on the overlap. I think he's got a good athletic presence for that. Do you know what I mean? He's not, I still think he's clumsy. I still think he lacks temperament, but he doesn't have the worst technique on the ball. He really doesn't have the worst technique on the ball. Big up yourself, James, in the building. Yeah, the 4-2-3-1. Hey, listen, James, I've conceded, man. Because especially with a striker like Gyökeres, yeah, I like the fact of having 2 8s that can supply him as well as the wide areas, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Or getting in amongst passes themselves. But with the personnel that we have, I think this is the better. Yeah, man. I think this is the better. What do you call it? Way to line up, man. Big up yourself, Alex, man. Thank you, my brother, man. Good lineup. Hincapié will start at left back. I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure about it. I don't think me personally, I don't think Arteta would do that in it. But for me, yeah, this is not about what Arteta would do. Fuck that guy. Hey, I'll tell you what I would do. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be completely honest. I hate Eze left wing. I hear it. But here's the thing. Yeah. Now with Crystal Palace, I tell you what, I should have done a lineup of Crystal Palace in it. I should have done that. I don't want to change it right now, but let's just quickly go over to Crystal Palace. Yeah. So let's say this is Arteta. Yeah. Do you know what? Let's do this quickly, people. Quickly. I'm only going to change a couple names in it. Let's see. Let's just put Odegaard back here. Then you have the team midfielders here. Because what people are saying that for Crystal Palace here, as they played in the 10. What man are basically trying to tell me? Let's edit the names in it. Let's edit the names. The Teta, and then hold on a sec. All right. Number 11. So that's Saar. Ismail Saar. And then still Eze, yeah. What people when people say that Eze was playing in the 10. Nah. He was playing on the inside channels right here. Because if my man was playing in the 10, man are basically telling me that Crystal Palace lined up like this. Look at that, people. That's diabolical. That's not how they played. That's not how they played. So I get it. With the left wing situation. Because how Arteta deploys Martinelli left wing is that they hold the touchline. Yeah. Now, what Arteta needs to do, which you probably won't, so I get why you don't want Eze on the left. But what should happen is that Eze needs to be playing in this area here. That's the position that he should be picking up. As what Saar did at times. Sometimes he might drift out wide, but Ismail Saar would also be in this area here. So people might say, okay, that's 2 10s. Me personally, I want to say left attacking midfield. None of these guys were really wingers because then they had Munoz on the overlap and Mitchell on the overlap. That's how Crystal Palace played. I'm not hearing anyone telling me that Eze played here. He didn't play here, was allowed to roam there. No, Eze played here. Sometimes he will pick the ball up here. But the difference is that, obviously, with the way that we deploy Martinelli people, hold on a sec. Man is over. Oh, whoa, what's going on? With Martinelli, man is over here and then expected to go down there. Which actually, Eze actually did on one occasion when he flipped the ball past the man and he went down there. But where you really want Eze is here and then coming into here. And then, I don't know, maybe play 1-2s with Gyökeres, play the side through pass, or link up with whoever is in the 10 position. I still don't think that we play with an actual 10, but that's another conversation for another day. Do you see what I'm saying, people? Let me see what people think about this. Because me personally, Eze wasn't playing here. He was playing here. You understand? But let me see what everyone is saying about it, man. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Big up everyone in the chat. You understand? You know what I mean? Some good tactical conversations going on here. Do you know what I mean? You need Calafiori holding the width with Eze in the left. No, facts. Facts, my brother. And that is what I was proposing. Do you know what I mean? Over 100%. 100%. But once again, people, don't get me wrong. I get your contention with having Eze on the left wing because we all know that when it comes to Mikel Arteta and this manager, yeah, it's also about how he deploys this position, that left wing position. But I'm simply saying how things should be. You understand? You know? Let's see what everyone's saying, man. Big up Glock 14 in the building, man. Arteta ain't gonna change the system or formation. No, I hear it, my bro. I hear it, but I tell you what, yeah. Let me tell you something, yeah. Nobody thrives, panda. Nobody thrives. Nobody. So if I'm gonna have someone out on that left, I'm not gonna have what's his name? I'm not gonna have Martinelli there. He stinks. We should have binned him 40 mil, 45 mil, whatever you can get. Should have binned him. I'm not gonna have Trossard out there. He ain't got the pace. The only other idea I could think of is Madueke. Maybe Madueke on the left. And then Ethan on the right. And then people would say Eze in the 10. But me personally, I want Odegaard in this team. I know Odegaard isn't all of us Arteta routers. I get it. Because he's the teacher's pet, you're not a fan of him. I get it. But when it comes to progressing the ball, I really do think that a Declan Rice is a bigger problem than an Odegaard. Do you know what I mean? I don't rate Zubimendi that highly. He's a ticker. Zubimendi is a ticker, my bro. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, man's said enough in it. Do you know what I mean? When Eze is the better 10 than Odegaard, so Odegaard, you hold bench. I hear it. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep saying this, people. My personal opinion, I think Rice and Zubimendi are bigger problems than Odegaard. That's my thing. And I could be very wrong about that, by the way. But big up Cherie in the building. Why can't we have a Rice, Odegaard as a midfield? Enough creativity, ball striking, and we end up feeding both our wingers. Yes, Cherie. Yes. You're on you're on my page, my brother. You're on my page. I've said this, and I get it. Like we've just brought Zubimendi in it. Do you know what I mean? But we've watched Zubimendi for Spain. I've only watched a couple of games for Sociedad. But Zubimendi, he's a good player for what he is. He's a ticker. But with Voldemort, you know what I mean? He who shall not be named. You know what I mean? Big up views for that one. Do you know what I mean? He who shall not be named, yeah. What Partey gave us was a physical presence. What Partey gave us was the ability to carry the ball. Maybe not over long distances, but medium-term distances. You know, Partey could just do the drop the shoulder thing, go past the player, and because he's a little bit more, you know what I mean, physically built than a Zubimendi, he can ride off challenges. Didn't always come off. Do you know what I mean? But he can ride off challenges. And he can play those forward passes as well with a longer range. Do you know what I mean? So, with the passing, Jorginho could do that as well. Do you know what I mean? So, again, I'm not saying Zubimendi's a bad player, but I think some of us, we're overrating him. I can't lie, man. I'm not too convinced of him, people. I'm not too convinced of him. Let me shut up anyways, people. Eze would work in the left attacking midfield and not left wing. That's the difference. Yeah, I know, but listen, when a man says like left, like you get what I'm saying, innit? You know what I mean? Like when the team sheet comes out, he's gonna be positioned in that left wing. But we know the actual role that he's playing is basically gonna be of an inverted winger, innit? If that kind of makes sense. You know? We need more triangles on the pitch, kind of Fury as a Nelly, LHS with a Saka, Odegaard, White, Timber. No, I hear you, brother. I hear you. I fully hear you. I agree, man. That's why I like the 4-3. That's why I like the 4-3-3. Do you know what I mean? Because you got triangles all over the place. You understand? For example, let's change this up a bit. Hold on. Let's change this up a bit. Do you know what I mean? We'll be there. Got there. Is it there? But we know that's going to be, man. Obviously, Saka's injured at the moment, isn't it? So we know that's going to be Madueke. We know that's Chocorez, right, people? You see this? Triangle. Okay, some sort of triangle, another okay, no. Somewhat a triangle. Triangle's there. Triangle's there. This is why people I love the 4-3-3. But with the individuals that we have, I think we are better off with the 4-2-3-1. Um, I love the presentation. Big up yourself, Jay. Big up yourself. You understand? I have to make it visual for the people. You understand? Ever left it is the dream. Hey, Alex. People, I listen. What did I say, bro? What have I said? I've said this many times before. Obviously, now that I think, you know what, 4-2-3-1 is probably the better solution. I cool, Eze on the left, Odegaard in the middle, 10, whatever, in it. But what have I said? I said, yeah, let's stop scapegoating Odegaard. Odegaard should not be the only player in that midfield that is responsible for creating in that fact. He shouldn't be. Odegaard and Eze. Do you know what I mean? But the problem is that left winger options kind of stink in it, you know what I mean? So yeah, but no, I'm with you. Hold on, why did it go off? I'm with you, Alex, man. I'm with you. We need a width to allow Eze at left wing. So why did we get rid of Kieran Tilly? Please, AJ, don't remind me, man. Don't remind me. I'm gonna start dropping tears. Our best crosser at our football club, please, man. Don't remind me, man. But what I would say is this though, AJ, yeah. I do think that Calafiori has that athletic presence in order to go on the overlap in it. And Calafiori, yeah, you see Calafiori with the ball at his feet, yeah. He's a weird one because I think he's decent technically, but I also think he's shit. It's weird. He's just got. I don't know whether it's because he's 6'2" in it, and I think naturally speaking, yeah, sometimes players that are taller because they don't have that same level of center of gravity as like smaller players do. Sometimes they look a bit clunky in it. They do look a bit clunky, man. Do you know what I mean? But he can strike a ball, so I do think that if he was to get Calafiori on the overlap more, I do think he can link up with whoever is left wing. I do think that he can possibly put crosses in the box as well. Do you know what I mean? Alex, honestly, I believe Odegaard left 8, then the SA10 is the right play. Then, of course, right 6. I hear it. But yeah, no, I hear it, my bro. I hear it. Odegaard isn't the answer. One good season for the Arsenal captain is not good enough. Do you know what? No. Me personally, AJ, I think Odegaard had a quality season, 22-23. And I think Odegaard had a decent season, 23-24. I think last season was the season that he's really shit. And to be honest, yeah, I'm not right. So maybe I'm a bit biased in it. Me personally, I like good technical players that can look after the football, in it. Do you know what I mean? I don't like the way Jorginho gets disrespected. You know what I mean? Top 3 Ballon d'Or for a reason, people. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But for me, football isn't just about, running and dribbling, etc. As much as I love my dribblers, sometimes people that can like keep things like ticking, that's got the slide route pass in the final third, do you know what I mean? That's not gonna spam the ball. Because I'm telling you, yeah, I don't want a Bruno Fernandes, people. I don't want a Bruno Fernandes that's just gonna fucking pump the ball into no man's land. I hate that shit. I like control, people. You know what I mean? When it comes to Arsenal Football Club, we've seen footballers like Cazorla. We've seen footballers like Fabregas. Now, obviously, these guys got a lot more to their game than Odegaard does. So I get why you're pissed off at Odegaard, because we've seen better. We've seen much better. But I don't know, innit? Maybe I'm biased, but I like him, man. Big up Chromatic in the building, my brother from another man. Do you know what I mean? Eze, what's going on? What is going on? Eze needs to be. What's going on with this thing, bro? 1 second, people. Yeah, there we go. Eze needs to be in the left inside attacking area. That's what Amarim was meant to do. With Cunha ended up playing him as a striker. Hey, brother. Hey. Man, like Ruben Saffarim, blood. Ruben Amarim in, man. All day, every day, man. My favorite manager right now. Do you know what I mean? This is publicly known. MLS did a preseason camp in Portugal with Arsenal ladies midfielder Kyra Cooney Cross. I fully believe that's why he has left back to Calafiori. So what you saying, AJ? What Lewis Skelly? What you telling me? What Lewis Skelly's going to be declared as a midfielder now? Let me know, my brother. Let me know. We should have bought Paulinia instead of Zubimendi. Just saying. I disagree. I think that we should have bought I think that we should have bought a midfielder that's more box to box. Because if you have Declan Rice and you have Norgard, which look is a cheap option, backup, whatever in it. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool have a player called Endo. You know what I mean? Norgard can be our Endo in it. You just see what I'm saying? But if you already have two number sixes, we don't need a third. We don't need a third. I'll be real with you. We don't need a third, my bro. That's me personally. Do you know what I mean? For me, it would have been Reinders all day fucking long. Because he could do a bit of everything, you understand? She only would have been perfect for the system, especially on the left now. Facts, but you know, as we know, this manager's talent ID is disgusting for the most part. Alex, so why didn't we just pay him now? I hear it. If Arteta playing him as the only creator, do what we are paying $240 a week. Yeah, but don't hold on a second, yeah. And I've always said this to people, and this is why I don't, unless I can see a player absolutely stinking out the gaff. Yeah, this is why a lot of the focus, Rod, is for me personally, is on the manager and the coaches instead of the players. Now, remember, this is a system game these days. You know, the coaches these days, they like to control a lot of things. This is why when you see Odegaard forever in that right-hand pocket and he barely drifts to the left, he's not doing that on his own accord. He's doing that by instruction. You know, these coaches do limit players, and I think Arteta limits players more than most. I mean, yeah. But I hear you, though. I hear you. The man's on a lot of money. I hear you, innit? Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, so is Verts. Verts is on a lot of money. But let me tell you something. Do you think Isak and Ekitike is only relying on Florian Verts to create them chances? No. they got McAllister. They got Salah. They got Gakpo. They got Curtis Jones. They got Frimpong. Like, come on, it can't be all another guy just because he makes a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? Me personally, he's not worth that money, innit? Like, he's not, but yeah, it's just one of them ones, my brother, man. Just one of them ones. Because Arteta got too fixated on inverted as left backs, and that includes facts. And all these Arteta winners, Alex was like, oh, but Tierney can't invert. Get the fuck out of there, man. Make use of your players. I've been saying it with this manager, yeah. He doesn't respect footballers. It's all about his fucking system, and the system is a fucking failure. Enough about the situation, man. Honestly, people, people are not deep in one thing. Odegaard is a low block killer, and that pass against Porto and his best work is deeper, like in build up when he has many touches on the ball. Yeah, I agree, Cherie. I agree. Calafiori is the Italian Tommy. Get him out of our club. Hey, listen, ideally I would move him on, you know, because I don't want to get to a situation where he gets another injury. All of a sudden he's injured for a long time and we can't get rid of him. Do you know what I mean? So I hear you, but do you know what it is, AJ? Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like recently, you know what I mean? I've calmed down a bit. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of Calafiori. I don't like him. I was livid when we signed Madueke, but at the end of the day, the season is here. These men are here. Let's see what they can do. That's why me personally, you guys might think I'm mad. I'm starting Madueke on that right wing, not Ethan. You might think I'm mad, but I think the young G's are better off at with impact players, especially against a physical team as well. You know what I mean? Like, because I want to see what I want to see what these men got to offer in it. I want to see it. They're here now. I hate the fact that they're here, but they're here in it. You know what I mean? Let's see what going. Do you know what I mean? Shaq, you just Odegaard 23-24 was decent. So again, Odegaard had one good season. But again, I don't think 22-23. Cool, fair enough. You called me out. I used the wrong language. I think 23-24, for the majority of the season, he was good. 22-23, I think he was excellent. So yeah, he had one excellent season. But even let's say 21-22, listen, like I said, innit, maybe I'm being biased. I like good technical players that can look after the ball, innit? That's just me, innit? Do you know what I mean? I don't like hoofballers. I don't. But that's me, innit? Do you know what I mean? Funny you bring up Bruno. His extra GNA would have won us 3 Prem in a row. No, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't have. That guy fucking stinks. No, it wouldn't have. Because you see 22, 23, you see all those combinations that we would have saw with Jesus and Xhaka and Zinchenko on the left. You would have got that. You see all of the control that we have against teams. You would not see that. You wouldn't see that. I'm telling you. I'm looking at the football with my eyes, AJ. I'm looking at it with my eyes. And it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence that Manchester United have gotten even worse and worse with him as their main player. No, I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. Sorry, my brother. Big up yourself. But I'm not hearing that, man. He stinks. He absolute stinks. I don't give a fuck about GNA, blood. I don't care. I really don't. You know what I mean? Big up Sheree in the building. You understand? Odegaard is not a 10. He is the guy that gets your ball to your 10 like Odegaard is a Modric Koos type, not a KDB Palmer type. I hear it. I agree for the most part. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say he's a Cruz. He doesn't have the range of passing as a Cruz. Do you know what? Odegaard can supply players, in that final third, innit? But you know what it is, people? Odegaard, he likes to take care of the ball. My frustration is that, well, one, the money that he's on, and two, he likes to take care of it a little too much. There are occasions where he can play the ball forward, and he doesn't. He fucking pussyfoots around. So I'm not saying that he's perfect. I'm not. But I do respect him as a footballer. Of course, I want more. I want better. But people, I'm not gonna lie, bro. People, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I look around in football these days, bro. There's not. It's not like it was 10 years ago. There's not many top midfielders like that. There's not. And if you man got names for me, tell me. Let me know. I want to know. Do you know what I mean? Nelly is getting slander. Odegaard is getting slander. Gyökeres is getting slander. Trossard is shit. Wake up, guys. Who has made the sandwich? Nwaneri is not good for the 10 row at big games like Anfield. I think you're trying to tell man that, hey, yo, we have to look at our tear, eh? First up, big up Views on Sport, man. Big up everybody that's come into play, man. Big up everyone that's come into play. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe on your way in if you haven't, man. Big up Views, man. Big up yourself. Big up everyone that's joined. Big up Vigilante. Big up Nems, do you know what I mean? We're gonna get into it, do you know what I mean? But obviously, man's going through what everyone's saying right now. You know what I mean? Now, AJ, you are taking a piss. 22-23. Odegaard had 15 non-penalty goals. Let me stop that comment right there. Look, I know I just said it. I am about to contradict myself here. Like, I know I just said here that I you know what I mean? I'm not a numbers man, innit? You understand? Man's born 96. I didn't grow up watching football like this. I didn't know that Henry got the amount of assists that he did in the Invincible season until I was like mid-secondary school. Because back then we didn't even fuck about numbers, bro. The only numbers that we cared about was the goals. But we knew that Thierry was a complete player. We knew that. Why? Let me tell you on certain people, I have 4 eyes. I've been had 4 eyes since we won the Invincibles. You understand what I'm saying? So man knows what man's saying. But anyways, apologies. Apologies, Sheree. Let me continue with your comment in it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, AJ, you're taking a piss. 22-23, other guy had 15 on penalty goals. 23-24, he was good. We lost the lead because the stupid manager persisted with Havertz in midfield for half a season. Facts! Yes! And do you know what pissed me off here about the Havertz situation, people, yeah? I think we beat Man City, when was it? In October, I think, in 2023. And I think Havertz came off the bench, actually. He went to centre forward. He got the assist. And after that, this Pussy still decided to play him in midfield up until December. And I don't think it wasn't until Jesus got injured where he played centre forward. Nah, man, listen, this man just got blood in his hands, man. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you, do you know what I mean? Yeah, man, look, big up yourself again, views. Do you know what I mean? Big up yourself, Gunner for life, 83, man. Do you know what I mean? But I said I didn't even clock that, with the Uggs thing, man, started again, Do you know what I mean? Big up Storm still, man. Big up yourself. Love for the love, man. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, man. Hey, I'm not too bad, Nems, man. I'm decent. You know what? Like, not to say that I'm like excited for the season, but honestly, yeah, when it comes to this football thing, yeah, or Arsenal Football Club in particular, I'm very, very intrigued to see how things will turn out. And I'm just very intrigued. But yeah, now I'm as good as I can be, Nems, man. Honestly, I don't rate Bruno at all, but GNA doesn't lie. The extra GNA changes these last 3 seasons. Yeah, but the thing is, AJ, yeah, you have to look at how you need to look at how having a player like Bruno, how it looks on the football pitch. Do you understand? It's very different, yeah, when you're at Manchester United and one, you're on all the penalties and you're on all the free kicks and you're on all the corners. Yeah. That's one thing. It's another thing when you are allowed to just spam the ball whenever you want. Do you know what I mean? If Bruno comes to Arsenal, I don't think he gets the GNA. I don't. Because with him in the team, we wouldn't sustain attacks enough. We wouldn't. And I think, one of the biggest problems that Manchester United have here is that they can't sustain attacks. And I'm sorry, Bruno was a key component in that. Because he's the main player. Whether he's playing in a double pivot, whether he plays in a false 9, whether he plays on a left wing, this brother is everywhere. And you can't have that type of player with that lack of discipline in the middle of your pitch. You can't. The only way you play him is in a false 9. And he can't carry the ball. He can't dribble the ball. He can't do what Jesus does. So no matter what you do, how it will look like on a football pitch, bro, you put Bruno in this system, he's not doing it, my brother. He's not getting the GNA because he's not going to be on the free kicks. He's not going to be in the penalties. He's not going to be on the corner. He won't. So, but listen, it's opinions, isn't it? I'm not saying I'm right, AJ. I'm not saying I'm right, but that's just my opinion, man. Do you know what I mean? Odegaard isn't good enough for Arsenal. I hear you, Gunner for life. Yeah, people, make sure you subscribe to Vigilante, man. Make sure you do that, man. Love for the love. Do you know what I mean? You, man, come over here, show love. You understand? Make sure you guys go over to Vigilante and show love as well. Do you know what I mean? Bruno's a fraud. I agree, Alex, man. He is, man. Big up views on sport, man. 10 times, man. Big up yourself, my brother, man. Love for the love once again, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, come on, man. Make sure you're heading over to Vigilante's channel, people, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big up, big up, big up. Do you know what I mean? And AJ's telling me, okay, then trade Odegaard for Pedri or trade Odegaard for Vitinha. Hey, I would. But you know what the funny thing is, AJ? Do you know what the funny thing is? You just named me 2 of the best midfielders in the world. You just named me 2 of the best, in my opinion, anyways. Pedri and Vitinha are 2 of the best, or the 2 best number 8s in the whole world. So you're telling me, and here's the thing, I'm not saying I rate Odegaard highly, but he's a good player. I don't think he is as big as a problem as some people like yourself, AJ, might think. Do you understand what I'm saying? But when I say to you, all right, cool, there isn't much talent around the world. Go name me some names. Bro, you just named me the 2 best midfielders in the world, bro. In my opinion. You just named me the 2 best. So like, if you have to name the 2 best midfielders in the world, is Odegaard that bad? You know what I mean? But AJ, I'm with you on that, blood. Listen, chop off my left arm. Chop off my left arm. Do you know what I mean? I can finger gal, I can stroke gal, and I can bash with my right. Chop off my left arm. I don't need it. Cause for that trade, 100% AJ, I'm trading Pedri over Vitinha any day. But you just named me 2, in my opinion, you just named me 2 of the best midfielders in the world, my brother. You just named me 2 of the best. Do you understand what I'm saying? Odegaard ain't done anything for 2 seasons. I'll disagree. I think he was shocking last season. But again, and this is why I put it back on the manager, because I think for me, it was clear to see that Odegaard was asked to do a lot more last season than he was the previous 2 seasons. I really do think he was. Do you know what I mean? You know, obviously, subscribe to Views if you haven't already. Unless you are, in fact, let me say this: unless you are living under a rock, yeah. Well, if you are living under a rock, go subscribe to Views on Sport, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're out of the rock now, people. Do you know what I mean? Big up Jam Boy in the chat. You know what I mean? Big up Nems again, man. Do you know what I mean? You are all missing. Big up AJ, man. You're all missing the point as Arsenal captain. I'll hold Odegaard to the standard set by Tony Adams and Patrick Vieira. Standard, simple. No, I hear it. I hear it. But can I tell you something here? Can I tell you something here? AJ, I'm not gonna lie. you see, football in 2025, yeah, it's different, my brother. It's different. There is not a midfielder, and I'm gonna say this loud, AJ. There is not a midfielder in 2025 in a similar profile that is as good as Vieira, my guy. These players, they don't exist. I don't know where everyone's been, but they don't exist, my brother. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I have 3 issues with Odegaard. One, you're probably a little too reserved. I want you to take more risk. But again, I do think that comes from the manager because it's not just Odegaard where that happens. I think it's a lot of players, aside from the young G's, we are very methodical with the way we build up play. Number 2, the amount of money he's on. But then again, there's players at this club that I rate that I still think is on too much money because we ain't had success yet. And 3, the fact that he has the captain's armband. But again, the manager can change that. Odegaard doesn't choose to be captain, my brother. He don't. Do you know what I mean? But listen, big up yourself, AJ, man. 16 likes. Always keeping track, man. Big up everyone in the building. You understand? Big up everyone in the building. To me, you know what I mean? Hitting that like button. Do you know what I mean? We should collab sometimes. Hey, Nems, I tell you what, Nems, yeah. Listen, man's gonna put my. Hold on a second. Hey, Nems, man's gonna put my email, yeah, in the flipping chat in it, yeah. I was gonna put my email, yeah. Let me know, man. Let me know in it, yeah. Hold on a sec. Yeah, man's dropped my email in them, isn't it? I've dropped my email in it, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, feel free, man. Feel free. James Shaka James, congratulations to 121 subs. Alright, listen, people. Listen, see when we hit all these little different milestones, whether it's 1, whether it's 2, whether it's 3 new subscribers, it's all appreciated, innit? Do you know what I mean? We can't do this without you, man. So big up everybody here, man. Big up everybody here, you know what I mean? Because we can't do these things without you, man. Do you know what I mean? So big up yourselves, man, to help us get in there, man. What happened to the what's happened to the chat? 1 second, people. Sorry, I think I've lost track of where I was like, here we go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Nem's on the Oxton again, you know. Man's not even 30 years yet. You know what I mean? Man's hairline intact and that, but I hear it, man. Big up yourself, Nems. We still need a left wing. No, I hear it, but you know what, my brother? The transfer window's done, man. We just gotta let it run. And at the end of the day, there's enough money being spent and there's enough quality in the team for us to go do something, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Big up AJ. I know. Listen, I know we'll be going back and forth with the Odegaard thing. You know what I mean? I want to know what everyone else has to say. So I'm not gonna respond. I want to know what everyone else has to say in it. But I'm ending the Odegaard argument. Every single player Real Madrid thing could be good enough. They put a buyback option in Odegaard. Never got one. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. Just for Odegaard to dunk on them in the quarters, and I hear it though. I hear it. I know it's gonna sound like man's like ODL in the Odegaard Defense League. Like, trust me, I don't think Odegaard's great, but I just think that, yeah, man. I don't know. I'm just in the middle. There's people that think Odegaard is great. There's people that think Odegaard is shit. I just think he's good in it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll leave it. I hear it though, AJ. You make good points, man. You make good points. They wouldn't have sold them to us in the first place. I mean, I hear it, but they did charge us 30 mil for the brother. You know what I mean? Like, players like Nico Pazia that's been getting a bit of hype. I swear they sold man for like 7 mil. Do you know what I mean? Odegaard barely played the game and they sold him for 30 mil. Then again, maybe that's Edu's fault in it. Maybe that's Edu's fault. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Yeah, big up yourself, DG too. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do have. Big up the South African brothers, man. Do you know what I mean? I agree, Shaq. 2 best midfielders in the world right now. Big up yourself, Alex, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, man. 16 likes. Big up everyone in the building. What did he do more except for hiding? Bro, look, we've spoken enough, man. Look, I get it. Odegaard doesn't take as much risk, do you know what I mean? But again, here's my thing, Gunner for life, yeah, because it's not just about Odegaard. When you have multiple players, yeah, not playing to the best of their abilities or as best as they can be, that then becomes on the manager, that then becomes on the coach. You know, very quickly, I could talk about Gyökeres. We all know the type of player that he is. How many times has he been played one-on-one? How many chances has he had created for him? The 2 goals that he scored, one was a penalty and the other he created for himself. I'm sorry, bro, but it's a team thing. I don't think it's just an Odegaard. Do you know what I mean? But listen, Nems, AJ, look, God for life. I agree to disagree, innit? Do you know what I mean? Agree to disagree, man. Again, you're missing the point about standards. We are still the Arsenal. Just because of the players' changes doesn't mean the standards should. I think you mean should change, innit? No, like, bro, I hear you, but it's just AJ. We just have a difference of opinion on how much we rate the player, innit? Like, you think Odegaard is shit. I think he's a good player, man. That's just the difference, my bro. You know what I mean? 17 likes, yeah, 100%, man. Big up James, man. Yeah, honestly, Nems, yeah, man. Make sure you're hitting up the email, man. Do you know what I mean? Odegaard putting in 50-50 tackles isn't good as he's captain. No player should do this. No, I hear it, but Jambo, I've already said my man shouldn't be captain, man. Do you know what I mean? This stream has just come about Odegaard real quick. Hey, you man really don't like Odegaard, you know? You man really don't like him, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You man really like him, my brother. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, big up yourself, AJ. Make sure you better liking and subscribing. 122 people, man. Big up, man. Big up for the community. I couldn't ask for 122 subscribers as we go on. Me and James, we're gonna keep on saying this, man. Like, this is a brilliant community. Do you know what I mean? Hope we see Esley in the 10. I hear you, Nems. I hear you. If Saliba hasn't signed his new deal by January 1st, trading for Rodrigo and by Mark Wave and Crystal Palace, that's a shout. That's a shout. That's not the worst. That's not the worst of ideas, you know. I don't mean that. That's actually. You know what? No. I'm downplaying that. That's a decent idea. That's a decent idea. I can't lie, man. One thing I fully agree on, Odegaard would be far better without the armband on. Fez, finally, AJ, something we could agree on. But you know what? You know what it is, AJ. Like, I get your frustrations. I get that he has limitations. You know what I mean? So I don't think we're that far apart. I'm never gonna subscribe to the fact that he's shit and then we should just rip him out the team. That's my thing. Do you know what I mean? But you know, would you play Odegaard on the left wing? Hell no. Nah. The armband is too heavy for him. Arteta should have noticed that and took it off him. But he's his golden boy. It's not just that. It's not. You know. It's not just that. Gunner for life. The man's a pussy. I'm sorry, but Arteta's a pussy. And he's shown that in many occasions. Even when he was asked about the captaincy, he was like, "Oh well, what do you call it?" He said, "Oh, the players choose the captaincy," and I'm like, "Hold on a second, Arteta, yeah." And then you have the Arteta winners saying, "Oh well, this happens at many clubs." I ain't seen fans of other clubs say, "Oh well, the players choose the captain." That's number one. So that excuse goes out the window. Second of all, Mikel Arteta, yeah, you're the fucking club manager, mate. You're not the head coach. Not the head coach. You're the fucking club manager. How about have some balls and make that fucking decision yourself? Off, man. Don't get me pissed off. Honestly, no, man. This brother, yeah. Man, he frustrates me, man. I don't want to get onto players too tough, man, when we got this manager in charge, man. I really don't. Honestly, man. I really and truly don't. That's a great idea, but even with that news, the man was stuck with Trossard until he's kicked out. Yeah, you got a point. You got a point, Storm. Still, you got a point, man. Shaka Zolov, and I fully agree to disagree on the guy. Yeah, but obviously, do you know what it is, AJ? There are a couple of things that there are some things that we agree on when it comes to Odegaard and some things that we disagree on, you know what I mean? Of course, we all love, man. You understand? We're all men here, you understand? It's one of them ones. You know what I mean? No sissies around here, man. We men around here, man. You know what I mean? Disagreements happen. Yeah. Odegaard is a reflection of the manager. Needs it is good enough for this club. I hear you, Storm, still. I like Odegaard. I would like Eze in the 10. I like Eze. Hey, bro, why is everything about Odegaard? Why is everything about Odegaard? Leave the man alone, man. Leave the man alone, blood. I'm surprised you man ain't spoken about Martinelli. That guy fucking stinks, mate. I'm pissed because apparently, by the way, very quickly, people, yeah. Apparently, yeah, there were approaches for Martinelli in it. There were approaches for Martinelli, and it's like, bro, like, get him gone, man. Get him gone. Hey, listen, people, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, because I thought I'm not wrapping up for now. I thought I'd have been wrapped up. Man's got some food in the oven, in it. So before that thing burn up, yeah, let's start. Man, I have to go attend to it. Yeah, let's start. But yeah, just give me a minute, people. Yeah. Yes, people. Yeah, apologies for that, man. You know what I mean? But man, I'm not trying to have bad food out here. You know what I mean? I like Odegaard. I would like to see Eze in a 10. Nah, I hear it, man. I hear it. Agree, Rice or Gabriel for captain. Yeah, that's right. I'm at Jam Boy. I agree. Do you know what? I think most of us would agree with that, if not all. I think Odegaard is a technically gifted player. I agree. So I tell you, that's the biggest problem in the system. Yeah, nah, I can agree with that, Jam Boy. Hey, AJ, you're coming up with you're coming up with a lot of good ideas, man. Tracker for Elise. Big shout. And by the way, Elise did have a long time injury, and obviously we don't know whether coming back to the Prem would, I don't know, help that, but he did have a long term injury, but he overcame it. Do you know what I mean? But I can't lie to you people, man. These injuries with Saka it's a bit of a concern. It really is, man. I can't lie to you. Odegaard is not shit. Definitely not shit. Perfect squad player. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. Saka's almost done for good. Get value out of him before he's done. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, but you know what? Yeah, AJ, you tell that to Top Gooners blood, they'll want to rip your head off, man. Do you know what I mean? Man are too sentiment. Man are too. Man are. Do you know what it is with this fan base and the leadership of this club? Yeah, people are way too complacent. Way too complacent. We're seeing injuries a little too often now. We've seen what happened with Jesus. We've seen what happened with Tomiyasu. This might be a thing that we have to nip in the bud, man. Really and truly. Players choosing captains. That is a youth football settings. Now, big facts gonna for life. Big facts, do you know what I mean? But the Arteta sexuals, they'll tell you something different. They'll tell you something different. I've been Arteta out since he signed as a player. Man said as a player, you know, not even as a manager. Hey, Storm, still, you ain't got no chill, brother. Man said as a player, you know. Do you know what's funny? I actually thought Arteta was decent at Everton. I thought Arteta was one of Everton's better players, you know what I mean? But, oh well, you know what I mean? Odegaard days, man. Nah, I hear you, man. I hear you, Nebs. I hear you, man. You know what I mean? But I think we really should be talking about that fucking Bolivian on our left wing, blood, and how our manager trusted him ahead of fucking Eze, Ethan, Bauman, and all of them guys there, and even a Trossard. You know what I mean? Don't want to sell him, but you don't want to sell him, but Trossard hasn't even touched the pitch yet this season. I don't think. You know what I mean? It's yeah, man. I don't care if it's second, man. Second is failure. The way this club runs sometimes, mad. Do you know what I mean? Top Goon is gassing up Odegaard for his new haircut. Yeah. I've seen that Gunner for life. I've seen that, man. It's nasty work. He's nasty work. He wanted to be the captain, and the captain should be able to take the shots fired. Now, I hear it. And to be fair, yeah, he is taking the shots fired. But at the end of the day, yeah, like the manager's got to take that away from him, blood. Man said, "Who is Martinelli? Martinelli, the one that this pussy old manager trusts, man, and put him on the left wing in one of our biggest games of the season. That Martinelli." Oh, cuz it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? The Arsenal ladies start their season on Saturday against the low block. 1-4-1, could have been 8-1. Why can Ren Sledgers do that in under a year, but Arteta can't in 6.5 years? Yeah, big facts, man. Big facts. Don't worry, Odegaard going to be playing the 10 while Eze has put out on the left wing. Watch. Yeah, but to be fair, that's how I would want it in it. But Gunner for life, yeah, in case for anyone that wasn't here before, yeah, because I was basically saying, yeah, like, because everyone's saying that, Eze in the 10, Eze in the 10. But for Crystal Palace, they didn't line up like this. Because I got Mateta up there and Sarr here. Like, they didn't line up like this with Sarr on the right wing. No. They had Sarr operating here, Eze operating here, and then Munoz provided the width. To be fair, on occasion, Sarr did drift out wide, but really and truly, Munoz, like, he's the overlapping wingback. And then you have what's his name? Tyrick Mitchell as well. Eze wasn't playing here in these areas. Eze was playing like here. Sometimes, especially picks the ball up deep here. He might drift that wide a little bit, but then he will come back on the inside. This is where Eze operated. Not here. He operated here. Do you know what I mean? Because then you're telling me that this is how their front three was. This is what man's basically trying to say at Crystal Palace. This was their front three. It wasn't that, man. It was this. It was that. It was that. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying, Gunner for life? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Rene Sledges is an actual football manager as opposed to the cold man we got from Pep. Do you know what I mean? I have death threats from top gooners about 12 different times. I don't care no more. I love Arsenal. They don't. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. They just wanna they just wanna run agendas, man. It's sad to see what our club has become. Very, very complacent. Very, very complacent. You know, it just yeah, man, it's just disgusting. You know, you got some ex-players that are trying to, you know what I mean, make a wage from the club, so they'll spout out whatever positive bullshit. You got other men that want to be in the media, so they don't want to challenge them in press conferences, and they want to put out positive think pieces. And if they are going to be critical of the manager, they have to word it in a certain way. Fuck these punches, pricks. I don't like it. I don't like what's happening with my club, man. There's too much controlling of the narrative instead of focusing on actually being a big fucking football club. Do you know what I mean? Jamboy, I think. Why for that, no dog? No, for that. Hey, names, where if you understand, say me a yard man, you know? Me a yard man, I run them things there, no dog. Why for that? Understand? Trade Martinelli for Lookman or Matoma. I hear it. Bro, people, I'm not going to lie, yeah. I don't know if I'm the only one, but the talent in world football these days, yeah, in comparison to yesteryear, is disgusting. Because I think Lookman is a good player. I think Matoma is a decent player, but neither of them excite me. I think Lookman is very encouraging, but neither of them excite me. I can't lie, man. I can't lie. I wouldn't sell Trossard because we can't replace him. Now I hear it. That's probably why we rejected the bid, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because with all the injuries that we've had so far, we don't know what's going to happen from now until the end of the season, or even just now till January. Do you know what I mean? I said, who still is Martinelli? Hey, do you know what? Apologies, Nems, you're right. That's not his name. His name is Martin. Gary Martin. That's what his name is. I hear it, man. I hear it. If there would be a better tendon Odegaard. I hear you. And by the way, yeah, I really, really, really like Eze the talent. I really do. He has also shown inconsistencies as well. I don't want that to get lost. And I'm not gonna lie. Eze has never had a good as a single season as Odegaard. He hasn't. I'm sorry. Crucify me, curse me for it. But I really do like Eze. Don't get it twisted. Do you know what I mean? You know, big up Nems, man. Smash the likes, people, man. Smash them likes, man. Do you know what I mean? Say Saka and Saliba stay. We know they are both going on at least 300K a week. Yeah, it's gonna be peak, man. That listen, guys, we are a big club, innit? We do make a lot of money. We are top 10 football clubs in world football. I think even top 8 now in world football. Maybe even top 6 in world football in terms of revenue. Like, I'm all for paying players what they deserve, but you gotta understand that we make a lot of bread. Do you know what I mean? So when people come to Arsenal, they're gonna want big bread. It's just that we have a lot of mid players or decent players that are on more money than they should be. You know what I mean? But you kind of just got to get rid of the reality that, there's just going to be, you don't even have to be world class to get 300K a week anymore. I just think we have to, that's just the reality of the situation. You know what I mean? There's a lot of money in football these days, man. It's just one of them ones, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? The talent level compared to 10, 15 years ago is definitely lower. It's my thing. This is my thing. We should have got Lookman as a better than Madusaki. I agree with that, though. I agree with that. But, yeah, no, do you know what? I would agree with that. Because we've already got Ethan to cover on the right. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Footballers aren't exciting these days. No, I hear you, man. I hear you, man. Eze was doing it for Crystal Palace. Odegaard was doing it for Arsenal. Different common out. Yeah, but yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Do you know what, AJ? I remember Dimitri Payet. West Ham was actually a decent team. And do you know what? I'll go a little bit further back in time. I remember Tevez. Excuse me. I remember Tevez for West Ham relegation battle and that. Yes, it's not an excuse to me, man, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's not an excuse, man. Do you know what I mean? It's called, yeah, no, like I said, I really like the talent, man. Don't ever get it twisted, but I'm gassed these here. Don't get it twisted. Alex, we actually have a few in Ethan MLS Max Saka when he allowed to attack. So again, well done out to it. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. There is Due. And listen, yeah, people, as much as Due is talented, his decision making a lot of the times is very fucking shocking. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do you know what I mean? I wanted Payet at the time, but I was told he wasn't good enough. Yeah, I don't know, man. AJ, man, people don't like good footballers, man. They don't like good footballers. But listen, people, man's gonna wrap it up there, man. Big up everyone for joining in, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, big up on the Odegaard hate as well. I wanted to talk about a couple of them, man, innit? Do you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Everyone's out for Odegaard, but it is what it is. He shouldn't be a good player, but shouldn't be our captain. Shouldn't be on 240K a week, innit? But listen, people, yeah. Big up everyone for tuning in, joining in the conversation. You know what I mean? Bare salutes on that. Salute everyone in the chat, everyone that subscribed, liked, and everything, man. Until next time, obviously, the guarantee is back here Friday, 1:30. Me and James, innit? Do you know what I mean? We're probably gonna go into more detail with the Forest game as well. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, now people, listen, man. Big up yourselves, man. Big up Gunner for Life, Nems, AJ, Storm Still, do you know what I mean? Everyone, man. Alex Dyson, Gunner for Life. Forgive me if I'm missing out on names, man. Really do forgive me. Jamboy, big up Views on Sport as well. Big up everyone, man. Do you know what I mean? Forgive me if I missed your name out. But yeah, people, listen. Big up yourself. Enjoy the rest of the day, man.